this the thing to do when you've hit a bit of a problem? I think so. So, very annoying problem. So, the chassis is ready to go for painting, which is good. The downside is, I've only just realised, and it's very annoying, that this chassis here that we're building on was in fact a H chassis. So what that means is I shall show you what the nice butchery people have done. Oh, can you see that? So a H chassis means a heavy chassis, so it means you get a flitch plate inside the original chassis. It's basically a chassis within the chassis, putting it bluntly. And obviously over the years they rot in between, as you can see here. That so what they've done is they've cut it from there, right, all the way back to here. See it there, look. See where it's rotted and it's pushed it up? So they've riveted through there to give it a packer, right? And if we go up here to these cross members, there's a gap, because obviously the chassis is now wider than what it used to be. So what we've got to do now is, right, so here's the old chassis. So this is an M chassis, which is medium chassis. So there's nothing in between. So these cross members are longer than those in there, because this is for an M chassis, not H chassis. So those in there are probably, what's the plate, must be 5mm. So yeah, they must be 10 mil short, those other ones. I think that's what we measured it at. So we got to cut all them out, and also I'm gonna have to cut the rivets out the other one, because obviously that rear cross member in the other one is wrong as well. So I'm gonna have to do that, and I'm gonna have to cut the bottom ones off so I can put that cast plate in which operates the rear tack. So yeah, quite an annoying discovery, but I'm glad I found it now, just before I was starting to, you know, gonna take it down and have it shot blasted and ready for paint. But in here, you see there that I put a packer in there, pack it out so it reaches, which is also very annoying. But I mean, it's got to be right, because I'm going to do all this work, paint all that up, then in years to come, as soon as I wash it, I'm just going to wash all that out of there, and it's just going to be brown, and it's still going to be rotting in between if I drive it in the rain, or years to come, in it. And then, you know, 10 years time or whatever, it's all going to be able to strip down just to cut all that out. So I'm going to have to do it now. So yeah, that's quite an annoying discovery, but luckily where I'm going to paint it, they can help me do all that. So I'm going to take both the chassis down there, and I think we agreed 3 weeks time. That's the closest he can do it, so, which isn't the end of the world, because now I can, you know, everything's done, so now I can start rubbing all the axles down and everything. So I might send a few bits to the blasters. I'll try and not, might send some cast bits down, but try not to send as much, just to try and keep the costs down a bit. But yeah, no, we're doing well. So yeah, hopefully, you know, month or so time, it'll be looking good. So, yeah, just very annoyed about that. You know, it makes you wonder as well, if they was going to restore this themselves, because I bought it off them because they didn't have time to restore it because they're too busy, it makes you wonder what, you know, what it was going to look like. And it's like this here, see that? These rivets here, right? So that one there, there's not even a packer behind there. So that's just riveted to there. So there's a gap there. And the same this side. Oh, boggles me. It does. I'm glad we found it, and it's gonna be right. So, yeah, that'd be good. Another day's excitement. I'll try and push the kingpins out. No, we're just heating it up now. We've got quite a bit of pressure in it at the moment. Okay, so it's a bit of a fiddly job, really, but this basically is a hollow ram that's operated by a foot pedal, which is operated by air. So, I'm going to put this one in there, threaded bar through there, so the ram only acts one way. I'm going to put it in there like that. That's the right size for these particular bushes, because obviously they've got to go, it's got to pull it all the way through. So if we put that one onto there, and then put the nut on the end of there, like so. Just get everything lined up. It's the thing, you need about 3 hands for this job. If I rest it on my knee, do that one up, just to get it all nice and tight, because it only pulls about, I don't know, 30 mil at a time, something like that. You've got to make sure that that is in the centre of the bush, because obviously you won't pull through. So that's on there, that's lined up on the end of there, that's the foot pedal. Put a bit of pressure on, see what that's got to go up, see? Because that bar isn't pulling on the, that's better. Right, what's that like in there? That's all good, that's alright. Right, that should go pop. There you go. Pull it out. Keep pulling. Just keep an eye on this end of the ram, because obviously you don't come out very far. That's it. And then I release the pressure. Back in she goes. And do this side up tight to it again. In theory. Let's pull a bit more. That's it. Here's the ram. And there we go. Undo that. There you go. unscrap bush. Right, I'll show you how to put them back in. So for putting them in, it's basically the opposite procedure. So you take the cone off, where obviously you pull it into, then you put a flat plate in the place, and then obviously another ring to push against the spring, and then obviously your new bush, and then the same big washer that sits on the end of the bush to pull it in. So yeah, we're all pretty. Pull that one down a bit. All pretty ready to go. Just put a bit of pressure on. Release that. Alright, no good. That's better on there. Up there. And just like that. Pull it straight in. Keep an eye on this side. Oh, right, release. Do your nut up tight again. And then make sure we're right. Off we go again. Should push it all the way in now. Straight to it. And stop. Release. Undo this end. That's how you replace a bush.